She circled the wagons, she didn't give me a chance, and she pulled my heart out with a seismic glance. And this race was over before it even began. If I was a horse, they'd shoot me, but I am only a man. And if I had a designer, he was well equipped. He was tried and tested, and he stuck to the script. He drank a bottle of brandy before he drew up my plans. If I was a house, they'd knock me down, but I'm only a man. I get lost in translation, I fly into a rage, I splatter affection all over the page. But this is no love story, and we're not Jack and Diane. If I was a letter, you'd return me, but I'm only a man. And the songs of fondness, they carry me up towards the planets. Then the songs of numbness send me crashing back down to earth. I'd catch the stars if they'd help me know what you're thinking. And if I could paint your dreams, then I would, for all that it's worth. But I can't. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm lying here on the floor, waiting for an answer, for your knock at the door. But you're on greener pastures, you've slipped through my hands. Still, if I had wings, I'd fly to you, but I'm only a man.
Thank you. My name is Pat Byrne, with a Y. It's a tough one. And I'm delighted to be here in Galveston. This is only my second time here, and thank you all for coming out. I love this place. There's a lot of traffic lights. I thought I was here, and then 20 minutes later, I was still at the traffic lights. I'm from Ireland, if you haven't guessed that, and I moved here 4 years ago. I live in Austin, Texas, and I moved here to become a songwriter. I hadn't written a song before moving over here, and I spent a few months trying to write songs without knowing anybody here, and it was kind of a scary time. I was wondering if I'd made the right decision to leave a comfortable place where I had lots of shows and come to a place where I didn't know anybody, and I was living in a house with a couple of my friends, and we were all in our 20s, and we, you know, I depend on my mother to wash my clothes and things like that. And the house became a bit of a pigsty after a few weeks, and it was messing with my mental health. And I remember staying up one night, and I was sat in the kitchen, and I started writing the verse to a song, and then I finished it a few years later, and it became the first track on an album I put out last year called Into the Light, and the song's called Feeling Indigo, so the lighting is great. And here's how it goes.
There's a smell here in the kitchen, and there's stains on all the walls, and the dirty dishes keep getting taller and taller, and I'm rejecting all my calls. Reasons to be grateful, reasons to believe. These lists keep getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and I'm forgetting how to breathe. But nothing's gonna happen when you're saving all your rations, staring at a fork in the road, filled with indecision, feeding superstitions till your head explodes. You're feeling indigo. You're feeling indigo. And for so long now I've been losing, 'cause I didn't know the game. Lately I've been studying up on the rule book, and so far all of the outcomes stay the same. I was daydreaming on the freeway, and this preacher was selling it well. He said, God save those who live in comfort, while all the sinners sink into hell. And nothing's gonna happen when you're saving all your rations, staring at a fork in the road, with indecision, feeding superstitions till your head explodes. You're feeling indigo. You're feeling indigo. And I don't wanna walk away. I'm just needing something true. I'm feeling indigo. Yeah, I'm feeling indigo. I'm feeling indigo.
Thank you. I did a music video for that a few months ago, and I forgot I filmed the video. It was with these great cinematographers from California. They're friends of a friend, and they offered to do a music video for free, so I jumped at it, and we did it in a day. And I'm not a good actor, and it was a very uncomfortable day of trying to sing this song, being all powerful without a guitar, and I'm not good at that. And then they revealed to me at one stage that I was going to get in a lake, and this was in January, and I was wearing all denim, not an outfit dissimilar to this, and I was wearing boots, and I was supposed to get in this lake, which was really a tiny swamp in the middle of a field. And just before I was going to get in, the owner of the property came out, and he was like, no one's been in that pond for 8 years. I don't know what it's going to be like. And then he had this bag of food that he started throwing into the... And hundreds of catfish were jumping up. And I was like, oh, you could have done this after I got out of the lake. I'd never seen a catfish, and they were scary-looking things. Anyway, I forgot we did the video. It had been so long. And then they sent it to me yesterday. And it looks great. No catfish in sight, and I actually look very calm in the water. even though I was freezing. Actually, you can tell I'm freezing, and inside I'm going insane. But I'll be releasing that video in a few weeks, so stay tuned for that. Okay. I'm gonna sing one of the first songs I wrote when I got here, and I spent weeks trying to write songs, and I only wrote 7 songs in about 3 months. It was a very slow process, but trying to think of things to write about was the hardest thing. You're staring at a blank page, and songwriting's not as easy as it sounds. And the overwhelming emotion I had was homesickness. I'd never been away from home for that long, and so I started writing about what I was missing, which was home. And I feel very lucky. I come from a tiny village called Byrne in the southeast of Ireland, and it's a community of about 1,000 people, and everybody raises everybody. Everyone knows everyone. I felt very connected with the people around me, and I spent a lot of time outside, and it helped shape who I am. And so I sat down and wrote this song. It's a love letter to home. It's called Hills of Caledon. Drink from the cool red river, tie back your hair. Jump up from behind the tall grass, give me a scare. Always on my mind, pictures from the mountainside, rolling through the hills of Caledon. Do you remember when we built that little tree house without hammers or nails? And as soon as the heavens opened, the little treehouse failed. Always on my mind, memories from the mountainside, rolling through the hills of Caledon. And it took me a while, but now I can see that the people around made a difference in me. And you gave me life, and you watched me grow, and you taught me the things that I needed to know. Now I'm sailing away to be free, but the place where I'm from still lives within me. I just needed some time to be by myself, to stop following dreams meant for somebody else. When this hard life starts to take its toll, then I'll know the place where I wanna grow old. And when I find the one to have and to hold, when I'm settling down, I wanna go home. To
the hills of Caledon.
Thank you. I know there's a few Irish people in the house today. I was talking to Tynans and Jamesons and Manions and everything. And one thing the Irish do great is steal songs from the Scottish and make them better. The Scots steal whiskey from the Irish and make it worse. So this is our payback. And I'm not saying that's what I'm doing in this case, but a lot of the great Irish songs I've disappointingly discovered were written by Scottish men. And this is a song that I heard during the pandemic. I heard this song from David Francie, who's a great poet out of Scotland, and he recorded this song a cappella. And I came across it, and I've been singing it ever since. I think it's a great song. It talks about the effects of capitalism on agriculture, the effects of recession on agriculture in the UK. It's called Torn Screen Door.
Late summer day and my love and I went walking. Over hills and fields we walked, laughing and talking. We came across an old farmhouse standing broken and bare. It used to be someone's home, but now no one lives there. Through the crack in the window pane, I hear the sound of the falling rain. Another farm being left run down. Another family moved into town. Had a life that they tried to save, but the banks took it all away. Hung a sign on a torn screen door, nobody lives here no more. And there's a red barn standing held together with nails and dust, and a tired old Massey Harris, all wires and rust. Weeds overgrown in the garden sown with care. It used to be someone's home, but now no one lives there. And through the crack in the window pane, I hear the sound of the falling rain. Another farm being left run down. Another family moved into town. They had a life that they tried to save, but the banks took it all away. Hung a sign on a torn screen door, nobody lives here no more. They worked their fingers to the bone, nothing left they could call their own. Packed it in under leaden skies, with just the weed waving them goodbye. They had a life that they tried to save, but the banks took it all away. Hung a sign on a torn screen door, nobody lives here no more. Through the crack in the window pane, I hear the sound of the falling rain. Another farm being left run down. Another family moved into town. Had a life that they tried to save, but the banks took it all away. Hung a sign on a torn screen door, nobody lives here no more. They worked their fingers to the bone, with nothing left they could call their own. on, packed it in under leaden skies. Just the weed waving them goodbye. Had a life that they tried to save, but the banks took it all away. Hung a sign on the torn screen door, nobody lives here no more.
Thank you. I was lucky to get to record 3 songs with Bruce Robinson earlier last month. Big fan of Bruce Robinson, and it was great to get into the studio with him. He's got a studio up in Lockhart. We did 3 songs, and one of the songs I did was a song by one of my best friends, Eric Betancourt, in Austin. He has this great song that I'm about to sing called Until It Isn't, and he's been sitting on it for a few years, and I keep telling him that's one of your best songs, you need to record it, and he didn't record it, and you snooze, you lose. So with his blessing, I recorded this one, and he really likes how it turned out, thank God. And it's called Until It Isn't. Here's how it goes. It's coming out June 11th.
You said I should have tried harder. I said I didn't know what that meant. You said it is what it is then. You said it is what it is till it isn't. We're always talking past one another, as if the sound waves are bent. Though I plead for understanding, you said it is what it is till it isn't. Yes, you said it is what it is till it isn't. Maybe we should just let go, and you pretend I never came. Maybe we could try to find some peace of mind in this beautiful mistake. You had to look behind door number 2, play your game outside the limits. Though I begged and I pleaded, you still did it. Yes, I guess it is what it is till it isn't. I guess it is what it is till it isn't. Maybe we should just let go. In the southern sun, I know my place. Maybe we could find some peace of mind in the afterglow of this beautiful mistake. Of this beautiful mistake. So I lean into the pain. The sorrow's quite magnificent. And though you beg and you plead, I said it is what it is till it isn't. Yes, I said it is what it is till it isn't. I guess it is what it is till it isn't. Yes, it is what it is. Thank you. That's Eric Betancourt.